Hi everybody, my name is Anaya and I'm pregnant, and these videos that I'm gonna be doing are gonna be little pregnancy updates. So it's kind of complicated how I'm trying to figure out how to label these, because I find that um, the way that we time, not even time, the way that we view the weeks, I guess. I don't know how to word that any better. It's just kind of confusing. So, like, for example, right now, I'm in week 5 and 1 day. So it kind of seems like I should be doing videos for the 6th week, because obviously the 5th week has been fully done and I'm working on the 6th week. But all my pregnancy apps say that to like yesterday was the start of week 5, and it's only giving me information for week 5. So I think for now I'm going to be labeling like as the apps are labeling it. I don't know if this is making sense, but I just find it a bit confusing. And on top of that, I'm going to be doing like the week before, because since I'm only at the beginning of week 5, I don't know how the rest is going to go. So I can't really tell you information for this week yet. So I'm going to be doing information for week 4 today. So we're always going to kind of be like 1 week behind. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about that or if that wasn't clear. But I wanted to do these videos because I wanted to be able to look back on this later on in my life. I also wanted to be able to give my family and friends who live farther away a bit of a weekly update. And I also thought this might be some good information for other pregnant people who are looking for some answers or just a bit of community. So the way that these videos are going to be organized is that I'm going to start off by saying some things about what is happening with the baby developmentally. And then we're going to talk about any symptoms that I've been having. And then we'll end the video with a bump, like a baby belly bump. That's the word, belly bump update. And I have quite a few notes here with me. So if I'm looking down and you see all this stuff, it's just so that I don't forget anything. So for week 4, which is the week that I, according to the apps, just finished, baby was the size of a poppy seed. In the embryo at the beginning of the week was starting to split into a baby and the placenta. So these two different parts. And at the same time, the heart was slowly starting to develop of the baby later on in the week. And I won't get too far into it in this video, get more into it in the next, but the baby's heart has fully developed now in the 5th week. Well, it's still the size of a little poppy seed, but it exists, and yeah, so that's really exciting. Symptom wise for me, just so you know, these things can be a little bit TMI. So if that's not your cup of tea, you might want to skip to the end if you just want to see the baby bump. But yeah. So I've had some watery cervical mucus. I'm assuming I still do now. It's not something that I've been tracking as much now that I know that I'm pregnant. It was one of those things that I was looking for to try and figure out if I was before I got my positive. But from what I can tell, that's still happening. I've also noticed increased gas, and not so much like more has been coming out of my body, but that I've had more trapped in my body, which is kind of painful. However, I do have fibromyalgia, which comes with irritable bowel symptoms. So for me, it's kind of hard to say whether or not that is a pregnancy thing or if I'm just having like a flare up in that area. Um, but possibly it's even like a combo of the two. Um, Cramps. I've been having cramps not for like prolonged periods, just like for a few moments every day, pretty near. I've been having some mild cramping. But compared to period cramps, they're quite insignificant, which I'm thankful for. I've also been having some headaches. Again, kind of same with the cramps. They don't last for a long time. Um, and I wouldn't even say these ones happen every day, but a fair amount of times throughout the week, I've had like small, short headaches. I've noticed a bit of bloating, but again, that kind of meshes with my fibro irritable bowel symptoms. So, again, those are kind of hard for me to tell the difference between. And I have noticed that I have been a bit more hungry, which is honestly a good thing because I, in general, struggle with a low appetite. Um, so I've been actually like feeling the need to eat in the mornings and again in the later afternoon. Um, Whereas before I wouldn't be hungry until like mid afternoon, and I would have to like force myself to eat something earlier in the day. So that honestly has been kind of nice. Um, I've noticed like if I have supper and then I don't really eat anything for the rest of the night, that by the time I'm going to bed at around 12 o'clock, I am starting to get hungry again. So that one's not as fun. But like I haven't noticed any nausea or anything like that. My chest has been a little bit tender, but honestly, compared to how sore my chest usually is the week before my period and during, like this is nothing. Like I'm usually in a lot more pain um, during my time of my period. So that's been kind of refreshing. I thought that that was kind of interesting actually, because I hear for a lot of people that's like one of their first symptoms. Um, for me, my main symptom has been that I'm utterly exhausted. Like, I knew that fatigue was a thing, but I never imagined just how exhausting I actually, um, like how exhausted I'd actually be feeling. Like I can sleep in, like I go to bed at like 12, I can sleep in until 10, 11 o'clock, wake up, and within a few minutes of being up and moving around, I'm exhausted again. Most afternoons, I'm taking like a 2 to 3 hour nap. Sometimes it's a bit shorter, but like I have to. Like I can't function if I don't at least lay down and like just rest. But usually it's a pretty decent nap. And I'm used to going to bed at 12 o'clock every night and not being extremely tired at that point, but I am even starting to notice that I kind of want to start going to bed a little bit earlier, which is very interesting for me because I'm quite a night owl. Um, so yeah, that's been my biggest thing. Um, but yeah, other than that, I think that's kind of it for symptoms right now. So I think I'm going to show you my bump, which isn't a bump yet. But it's just good to see where we start and watch how it progresses. So this is going to be for my 4 week update. Um, but technically it's 5 weeks. So I don't know, take that as you will. So this is my bump, which as we've said is not really a bump. Um, it's just my belly. Maybe a bit of bloating, but like nothing crazy. You can see the lines from my pants. Um, but yeah, this is what we're starting off with. I'm really hoping that I become a blimp. I've always been really excited to have like a really big bump. So I hope that's the case. I think I'll look adorable. But yeah, that's everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be making another video around the end of the week. You guys aren't going to be seeing this, by the way, like as I'm making them, because I haven't told my family yet at this moment. Today is February 6th, I think. And my family lives in a different province than I do, so I'm planning to go see them towards the end of the month. So you guys will probably be seeing these when I am, I don't know, 8-ish weeks along. But I'm going to be updating all of this backlog pretty much all at once. Um, so once you catch up on these videos, you should be able to get back to real time. um, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.